Everybody healthy, no problems, no issues. If your faith's strong enough, you'll never have a problem. You'll never get sick. Your children won't ever commit a sin and all that kind of foolishness. Okay? Y'all should be over that by now. I recognize it was a lie when it was being preached. But there are a lot of folk that believed it and they tried to work it. And now that you know it don't work, come back to the basics.
Come on now.
And recognize that God, through the power of His Spirit, working His wisdom through us, will allow us to have success in life to whatever degree we're willing to apply the spiritual principles.
Yes. Amen.
Listen again to verse 18 in that chapter. It says, I pray also that the eyes of your heart may be enlightened, in order that you may know the hope to which He has called you, the riches of His glorious inheritance in the saints. The word enlightened again refers to wisdom and revelation. And I want to share Proverbs chapter 4, verses 5 through 9. It says, get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget my words or swerve from them. Do not forsake wisdom, and she will protect you. Love her, and she will watch over you. Wisdom is supreme. Therefore, get wisdom. Though it cost you all you have, get understanding. Esteem her, and she will exalt you. Embrace her, and she will honor you. She will set a garland of grace on your head and present you with a crown of splendor. Amen. Talking about wisdom. Amen. Yes. Wow. You can't even find a verse in the Bible that talks this way about faith. Amen. We know that faith is essential and faith has its part that it plays. But past faith, there is wisdom. And wisdom is needful in the life of a child of God. We know that faith in God we have to have in order to have a relationship with Him. But once we believe, once we are saved, we then need the wisdom of God to live the life that He wants us to live and enjoy the life that He wants us to enjoy. Yes. And you can only get the wisdom of God through the Spirit of God. Amen. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to make a statement that will blow some of you right out of your religious water. Amen. Contrary to the popular teaching of today, that it is faith that moves God to bring you wealth and to bring you health, I beg to differ with that philosophy. The philosophy itself is actually in error. I believe the Bible teaches it is wisdom that brings you health and wealth. I close with the account of King Solomon talking with God about this very matter. 1 Kings chapter 3, verses 7 through 14, and that's where I'll close. 1 Kings chapter 3, verses 7 through 14. And this is Solomon talking to God. Now, O Lord my God, you have made your servant king in place of my father David. But I am only a little child and do not know how to carry out my duties. Your servant is here among the people you have chosen, a great people, too numerous to count or number. So give your servant a discerning heart to govern your people and to distinguish between right and wrong. For who is able to govern this great people of yours? The Lord was pleased that Solomon had asked for this. So God said to him, since you have asked for this and not for long life or wealth for yourself, nor have asked for the death of your enemies, but for discernment in administering justice, I will do what you have asked. I will give you a wise and discerning heart, so that you will never have been, so there will never have been anyone like you, nor will there ever be. Moreover, I will give you what you have not asked for, both riches and honor, so that in your lifetime you will have no equal among kings. And if you walk in my ways and obey my statutes and commands, as David your father did, I will give you a long life.
Thank you, Lord.
It is the wisdom of God that will produce in us and through us the kind of life that God desires for all his children. Bow your heads. Father, we thank you for your word, that your word never returns to you void, but your word accomplishes all that it has been intended to accomplish. Let your word be etched in our hearts and in our minds forever. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
And amen. Give God a hand clap of praise.